All right, things are looking pretty good here. My buddy Chris joins us now from Blitz Conditioning. And you brought with you a towel.
You bet.
And some kind of frisbee thing, a little frisbee thing.
Yeah, so I mean, conventional, whenever we're doing exercises, you can buy these at fitness studios or fitness shops and stuff. There's a softer part on it. That's for anything that's on linoleum or hardwood flooring. And then there's also this more like harder plastic side, right? And all this does is actually just reduce the amount of friction they have on any surface. It increases the amount of challenge. You're hitting more muscle groups that are sort of like the medial and lateral side, so inner and outer portion, also increasing core engagement stuff.
Okay.
But simple replacement to that for most people is actually a towel. So I mean,
does it work equally as well?
You know, fairly similar depending on what you're doing, right? So in certain cases like hardwood flooring, lino, everything else like that, that works really well. But at the same time, you can't really use this on rug or anything.
Nothing works on carpet unless there's wheels on.
Paper plates actually work really well. Yeah, totally.
Okay.
So there's always sort of like a modification off of something.
Okay.
Right? So we're going to show a couple of exercises that everyone does or similar to what people do, and just sort of how to step that up a little bit with the towel and stuff. Okay. So we're going to start off with a one-legged reverse lunge. So Mike, we're going to put one foot right on top of the towel there. Okay, and all I'm going to do is keep that chest nice and high, and then we're going to drop that leg back out in this position. Okay, so we're actually reducing the amount of impact that we have in that move. Core stays nice and tight, and then you're going to drive right back up. Okay.
The other thing is, I think maybe you should do this with either really good shoes or bare feet, because the towel kind of slips.
Totally. So try and that's the whole purpose in having that little bit of a slip action, right? So that when we're controlling that move back and we're coming back up to that full standing position, you're actually having to use a lot more of your hamstrings and your glutes on your left side in comparison, right?
All right.
So let's do another movement. It's going to be a lateral lunge. So we're going to come out in this position and then pop right back up, and then do the exact same thing over and over again. Okay, so let's go like 5 of these. And if we're doing it right, you can actually readjust a large portion of that body weight. So you either go a little bit more on the towel or a little bit more on that foot, and then we're hitting that medial side, so the inner portion of your legs.
What I'm finding is that there isn't a lot of slip here, which you're saying is a good thing.
Yeah, exactly, right? So we're gonna take up a little bit less pressure on that right side and just make sure we're hitting both sides. Okay, so how does that feel?
Feels good, feels tough.
Yeah, for sure.
You're starting to feel it in the inner leg
just
here, in
like
the thigh.
a regular exercise, and then you're just sort of stepping that just a bit. Okay, so let's make this a little bit more fun. Okay, so we're gonna do a one-arm.
You call it fun, we call it difficult.
One-arm push-up's just gonna look like this. So feet about shoulder width apart, or the alternatives, you can go on your knees too. And what we're gonna do is actually slide the hand out right in front of us, and we're going to come right back up into that full standing position.
It almost makes it look like you're doing a one-handed push-up. It's as close as I'm going to get. I don't know about you.
Okay, so it's that big reach out. When we're coming out in this position, we're keeping that even pressure on your hands and then pushing all the way back up. Okay? So you should feel that a lot more in your core and a lot more just in pretty much everywhere else.
Absolutely, absolutely,
right? So, okay, one last exercise. Okay, we're going to do a V-sit. In most cases, what we think about a V-sit is we're actually not able to activate our back all too much in that V-sit. But if we have our hands held out in this position, okay, we're going to lift our feet right up off the ground, and what I'm going to do is actually draw the towel right in towards your sternum, and then pull your shoulder blades in together and come right back out. Okay, so you feel that a little bit more through your back, a little bit more through the core. And you always do an alternative where if you want to keep that one foot down or both feet down too, if you're feeling it in your lower back and stuff, that's perfect.
So, okay, you're still going to feel it in the gut, but it's just safer for your back.
Exactly.
With lower back problems, which many people have.
Exactly.
So I see, so doing it like this, as opposed to actually lifting. I feel the difference.
Yeah, exactly, right. So there's plenty of modifications out there, but now we're doing something a little bit more with our upper body. Now we're actually activating a whole bunch more muscle groups.
You know, it's great that we can point out these things that people typically can do at home. Not that there's anything wrong with going to the gym. I mean, there's a great resort to the gym, but we don't always have the time for it, and sometimes we just want to work out for a few minutes in the morning. It's a great way to do it.
Exactly, yeah. Maybe like a 10-20 minute workout instead of not putting anything in there.
A towel and a paper plate on rugs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, thanks.
Okay, great, no problem.
Contact Blitz Conditioning. Give them a call at 780-655-5347. Visit them online at blitzconditioning.com. Stay with us. We are back in just a moment.